guys, long time no see. It's been a while, but yeah, I come back to The Sims now in English because people don't really watch it in German, which I'm very surprised by because I thought that The Sims was lacking German creators. But yeah, this time in English just to get a larger audience, hopefully. So for this speed build, I have tried to make a trailer home. So, um, you're gonna see me in a minute struggle badly with the front side of the trailer. And as you can see right beside this lot, I've placed some sort of trailer park that is actually a park. And I will always look to the trailers to the side to compare. Didn't manage to sort of shape the roofs like I imagined. So it's going to be a very basic trailer. Um, I'm kind of planning to do a let's play slash playthrough of a person that the person exists in real life, so the character is sort of inspired by her. I don't actually know her name because I'm that kind of person who never remembers the people that I follow, their names. I never remember. If you ask me whom I follow, I cannot tell you because I don't remember their tags or names. So, yeah, I just know that she's I want to say 23-year-old. She's in her early 20s. She has 4 children, and she started her career by doing cooking vlogs and cooking videos from her trailer, again, with her 4 children. Very inspiring, very cool. She seems like a very sweet person. So, I just wanted to do a let's play of a girl with 4 children. And then I remembered that 4 children and children in general in The Sims are a pain in the ass. So I don't know if I'm gonna do it. Yeah. And also because I have severe ADHD and I haven't been playing Sims in almost 2 years because I was on a Sims hiatus. I was on a sabbatical. You know, when you have the Sims exhaustion and you just don't want to, just bored by it, you can't do it. I just didn't want to do it. And I'm also very flaky, very flimsy, never very much not committed. I hate commitment. So, yeah, that's a very bad combo. And I've just realized, and I told myself that better done than perfect. So, for me, it's always, and I know that's just not, it's not just for me, it's for pretty much everyone. Everyone I know, at least. Perfectionism really is the killjoy. Perfectionism is the murder of any kind of fun, any sort of progress. And if I keep trying to make everything perfect, it's never gonna happen. It's just never gonna happen. Which is really hard because I'm a perfectionist, and yeah, you know, I mean, everyone is low key, but I very much am, and it's very toxic. So I really try to tell myself, listen, if in this video you stumble over your words, there's things that you meant to cut out, but it made it through into the video. Like, just keep it in, don't bother, because you know, I mean, life's life, and I don't know. It's just I feel like it might be more authentic to keep stuff in. Because a lot of people do want to see the struggle. So I'm just gonna keep in the struggles, guys. I don't care. I mean, please don't judge me. I don't know what I'm doing. So yeah, I haven't played The Sims in almost 2 years. I struggled so hard finding stuff from the catalog because I was very overwhelmed. It's like when it's not like riding a bike. I mean, you kind of do always remember how to do it, but you don't. I didn't remember any of the cheats. It was very, very sad. Um, I, I mean, I've never been a mods person. I've never been like a reshape person. I don't do that kind of stuff because I'm scared of it sometimes, and also because it never ruined my games, but it has made my computer very laggy and my game very laggy. So I'm just trying to steer away from it. I digress so much right now. It was so unnecessary. All I wanted to say is it took me a minute to get around and find my way back into the catalog and remind myself that I can make my life so much easier by just taking things from the gallery or just Googling stuff, you know. So yeah, I forgot all the cheats, and it took me a minute to kind of get into it. So I did the park right next to it, this trailer park that is also just a random park. There's like no, this is not like a living space. This is not a residential. The residential is the one that I'm working on right now, but the one next to it is just a park. And I did that in like, I want to say half an hour to an hour, and sort of to warm up, which is very necessary. And yeah, so that's how I started. And I want to take it slow, but that's always so easy to say. I feel like everyone has ADHD now. Everyone, and maybe we've always had ADHD. I feel like, I mean, I honestly don't know. I feel like ADHD is just very common. And everyone is a perfectionist, and we're all sort of debilitated by social media, and we're all getting a little slow, and we're all overwhelmed and depressed and anxious. So I feel like you probably get how you don't want to overdo it, but you also have all these crazy ambitions. And I genuinely do want to play The Sims, and I do want to have a gameplay, let's play, all that jazz, and I want to film myself, and I want to have fun. But it's very strange if you're not used to playing and talking at the same time, or just the, like the, I want to say the essence of being watched, like just being perceived. I know that everyone knows what I'm saying, but like it's the being perceived part that I feel like is so, it's not icky, but it's so weird. It's not something that I'm used to whatsoever. And even though I'm not on camera, it still feels like I'm just making myself incredibly vulnerable. And I'm not used to that. I'm genuinely not used to that. So yeah, a lot has changed in the past almost 2 years, I want to say, for me at least, personally. So I'm not the same person, guys. I've changed. um, yeah, it's kind of crazy. A lot has happened. And I've played a lot of Baldur's Gate, and I'm obsessed with Baldur's Gate, obsessed. But currently, I sort of burned myself out on Baldur's Gate, so now, and also Baldur's Gate stresses me the fuck out. Honestly, I've always been a cozy gamer. I've always played Animal Crossing, The Sims, obviously. I played a little bit of Hogwarts Legacy. That's pretty much it. Like, I've never played like real video games, and to me, Baldur's Gate is a real video game, and I was super intimidated by it because I horribly failed at Skyrim, although it's a beautiful game, but I couldn't make it. Everyone sounded the same. They all talked too much. Um, the accents were weird to me. It's a beautiful game. It's amazing, and everyone loves it for a good reason. And it has dragons in it, apparently, that I've never gotten to because I didn't even make it. I mean, I played for like, I want to say 2 hours, 3 hours max, and then everything got too scary. And everything was just so confusing to me. I think it's the open world concept, because I also struggled with Zelda Breath of the Wild. Breath of Wild? Breath of the Wild. Um, I've gotten, I've played like 6 hours, 7 hours maybe. And then I lost my horse, and it was just this whole thing, and I never played again. And it also scared me. It creeped me out. It haunted me. Like, I had nightmares of Zelda. Honestly, to this day, I feel like Zelda Breath of the Wild, however it's called, whatever it's called, it really, it yeah, it's just like my kryptonite. I feel like it is something with that game that I can't let go of. And one day, maybe when I'm a better gamer, I will come back to it. But at this point in my life, it just stresses me out too much. It genuinely stresses. I don't know what to do every single time. I'm super overwhelmed, and I feel like I need a tutorial for literally every step. And I can't do that. I genuinely can't do that. I've already watched too many tutorials starting with Boulder Skate. So yeah, and I feel like I can't get into a video game that deeply ever again. But maybe I'm gonna change my mind. Maybe Breath of the Wild is gonna happen one day. Same with Skyrim. But yeah, I have always played Sims mainly, and I love The Sims 3. I love The Sims 2. But Sims 4 has always been like my biggest passion. Um, I've played it for how long? I mean, it's been almost 10 years. More than 15 years? How long has Sims 4 existed? For a long time. So, and I've played it since it came out. So, yeah. It's been a while, guys. It's been a while. I'm old. I feel so old. I feel like I digressed again. Guys, I'm a hot mess. Please excuse me. Excuse my behavior. What I tried to say was that it took me a while to get into it again. And this is just my second time playing it and my second time building something in the past week. So yeah, I'm still just a baby. With my comeback at least. So yeah. I am dreading playing with children and babies. And I haven't gotten any new packs, and I know there's so many packs that released. Meanwhile, meanwhile I was gone. So during my break, um, I don't even know which ones. I just know that the one that I was really interested in as well was the one where you could have multiple people on one lot, like multiple families that you don't have to control. I don't even know what it's called, guys. I kind of have to do a crash course on what's happening in the Sims world because I, again, have not been updated. I've not updated myself whatsoever. Yeah. Aside from that, though, I really struggled. Back to the video, guys. Back to what I was doing, anyways. Really, really struggled with the front part of the trailer because I wanted to have this very iconic shape that you can see in the trailer park next to this lot. Don't know how to do that. There might be incredibly talented Simmers who are capable of doing that. I'm not one of them. I am a basic bitch. I don't know anything. Okay, I do my best, okay? Like, just my best. And, yeah, I couldn't do it, so I gave up and I did the best thing that I could do, so I tried to stay within the budget. That was, like, the most important thing that I did not try to forget, so I used a lot of debug. I think at the end of the video, I'm gonna show you what it cost. I think it was like 12,000. It was incredibly cheap, and I picked like the worst kind of beds. I picked the worst kind of kitchen supply, like appliances. It's just very a very dingy trailer. Very dingy. I want to say dingy, but it's just very cheap, very used. Just not pretty. It's not like a perfect aesthetic. It is a lived-in crappy home, starter home, and it's very cheap. So yeah, I think that was the most important part, really, just to keep it very cheap so that for a starter you could still have leftover money. And I think the character that I've made had like 5,000 simoleons left, which is fine. And yeah, some things need to be updated, and I feel like for 5,000 simoleons we could probably do more. But I don't know. I mean, I really just try to keep it simple, especially if they're like children. They're gonna live in that. Like the thought of that already stresses me out, guys. I don't know if I can do it. I genuinely don't. I'm currently fostering 2 cats, and being a cat mom is so freaking exhausting because both of them are, I want to say, like, just putting it nicely, they're like little scoundrels, little rascals. They're super cute, and I love them, and they're really nice. They've never bit me. They've never scratched me, at least not on purpose. So, and not in a like malicious way. But they're a handful, and thinking about having children in The Sims is actually a very stressful thought. But that was the only thing that I really, really wanted to play. I wanted to play this person that I watched on, or someone inspired by the person that I watched on Instagram and TikTok. This girl that is, I don't remember her name again. I don't remember, but this girl who has 4 children and who does this cooking show essentially on socials. And I just felt like that was such a cozy thing. Plus, I also really, really desperately wanted to play Halloween and Thanksgiving and Christmas in The Sims. I feel like that's the main thing that I really wanted. I wanted to have like a cozy Christmas and Thanksgiving in The Sims. That's pretty much essentially what I really wanted. I wanted to have the cozy vibes. So yeah, that's what I'm going for, and I think that's the most important thing that I want to play. Everything else doesn't necessarily matter. But I do love to build. I've always been a builder, and I love speed builds, and yeah, so I might actually build other stuff that will come up during the gameplay that I do. That's usually how I build. I usually build if either I see something on television, like I'm so fucking old, sound like I'm a boomer, something I watch on socials or on the telly that I've seen online, is what I was trying to say. Something that I've seen, like a house that I've seen that inspired me, or even real life, like apartments that I find are really cool. Usually there's some sort of inspiration that I want to fulfill in The Sims, or I want to have that certain storyline, and then in order to sort of make that happen, I create builds that are necessary for it. I think that's probably what most Simmers do. I feel like that's the, I don't even know why I had to explain that, but you guys get it. Anyways, so yeah, that's I guess my plan for the future when it comes to the next couple of weeks. Try to get into The Sims more, try to get back to my hobbies, try to get back to something that is cozy, get back into the holiday season. I'm not like a Christian person, I'm not like religious whatsoever, but I do love holidays, and I do love the vibes for it. And yeah, so I'm just doing it for the vibes, guys. I'm just doing it for the energy, for the looks. Yeah. Um, I'm gonna release the speed build, and then I might do like a create a sim where I show you the lady that I made that is essentially, again, inspired by this influencer, who I also think, by the way, is an OnlyFans model. I feel like she talked about that in a vlog before. I don't know if that's like problematic. I don't think it is. To me, it's not. Um, so yeah, maybe I shouldn't reference her. I mean, it's just loosely inspired by her, or on, based on her person. I don't fucking know, guys. I don't know what I'm doing. Comment below if you think that's problematic. I don't think it is. So yeah, I was gonna do the create a sim, and then I was gonna start with episode 1. I don't know how many episodes it's gonna be. I'm probably like the last thing I did in German. It's like 10 max. It's just like a short series, you know. And I don't even know if that's what I'm gonna do. Maybe I'm not gonna do the gameplay. Not gonna do the playthrough. I'm not gonna do that. I'm just gonna build stuff. I'm just gonna do a bunch of build stuff, building, speed builds, and yeah, that's all you're gonna get from me. I'm not gonna make any promises, because I feel like that's always the wrong move. That is the wrong move if you have. It's not. I don't want to blame it on ADHD. If you have commitment issues, and if you're a flaky person like me, it's never smart to make promises. So I'm not gonna make any promises, guys. Okay? Maybe there's gonna be a couple of videos, maybe not. Maybe you will never hear from me ever again. Honestly, wouldn't shock me. Would not shock me. Maybe I will go back to Baldur's Gate after this. Maybe. If you love playing Baldur's Gate, let me know, and let me know who's your favorite character. Um, Mine for the longest time was, I want to say, at the beginning, I remember exactly because it's only been 2 years, not even. This year I started playing Baldur's Gate. This year, at the beginning of the year, I started playing Baldur's Gate. So, in the beginning of the year, I really got into it. I watched a couple of tutorials. I watched so many things, and I read all the things. I read like all the forums, all the thing that people talk about when it comes to Baldur's Gate because I was so obsessed with it. And you have to be prepared for this kind of game because you can't just jump into it. I was so overwhelmed. Anyways, my favorite character is Karlach, obviously, because she's cool and she's fun and she's nice. And at the beginning of the game, I'm a huge fan of Kaga, and I think it's very sad. It's a very missed opportunity that you can add her as a companion. Well, and Minthara I also do love. I know that's somewhat controversial, but I kind of like her because she's cool. And who really has grown on me is now Lae'zel, and especially Shadowheart, because Shadowheart used to annoy me, especially in the beginning, and now I like her, or I at least feel for her. Because her backstory is super. I mean, every backstory of every character is somewhat tragic, except from Will and Gale, because it's kind of like they've done this to themselves in a weird way. It's still tragic, but I like them the least. I don't know. I don't like the dudes, except from Halsin. And Halsin really bothered me in the beginning, but he's grown on me too. So yeah, I don't really like any of the male characters. But love Baldur's Gate. It's super fun. It's a very fun game. Anyway, sorry talking about this. Why am I talking about Baldur's Gate? This is a Sims video. This is a Sims speed build. As you can see, it's super basic. I'm talking about the build now. Surprise. Super basic. By the way, everything's gonna change. If you didn't like something in the beginning, and you were like, oh, this is horrible, I hope she's gonna change it, I'm gonna change it. Nothing ever stays the same. I change everything all the time. That's the kind of person I am. That's the kind of builds I do. And you will see that in either the thumbnail or at the end when I show you a screenshot of the finished product, because yeah, I usually change my mind several times during building, and I think that's very common for people to do. So yeah, don't worry. And if I did mess up something and you didn't like a certain switch, let me know. But also, I don't know how I can change that. I can't change it now. Sorry. I really struggled with the layout because I tried to fit one big bed, like one twin bed, and one, like, I guess, I don't know what it's called. Like, is it a king size bed? Anyways, like a small bed and a big bed inside of this room, and it didn't really fit properly, so it looks weird at the end, but it did fit. It did fit, but it just looks weird. I did not play test any of this because I just know that everything's gonna work. If I have to play, if I'm gonna play test it, and if it's not working, I'll change it. But I already know it's gonna work. I will play test it though. I will play test it before I release it. Releasing it, I will up. Why do I say releasing it? Like it's something that people are awaiting. I'm uploading it is the word. I'm uploading it. When I'm uploading it, I will have play tested it. Is what I was trying to say. So yeah, don't worry, it's gonna work. There's only one dresser, 2 beds, and that's it in this room, in this bedroom, and obviously a window and curtains, and yeah, just a small bathroom, small kitchen, and might add, because I have that 5,000 simoleons left, the character does, because the house is so cheap and the lot is so cheap. I could add a TV, I could add maybe a computer. I don't know what else to add, but it's just very basic, just very simple starter, and I hope to You know, I like to play Rags to Riches because I feel like that's always the most, um, I guess, giving and the most like rewarding gameplay to me because I feel like you can really stick to a storyline and you can really see how much you've grown. Um, but that takes patience and that does take commitment. And I've done it, by the way. In this save file, this specific save file, I've played with a huge long family that has like, I don't know, 10 generations. So genuinely 10 generations I've played in The Sims 4. And it was so much fun. And I played vampires for the first time, which I'm not a huge fan of. And like I tried to try everything in this gameplay. So I want to recreate it. I could technically still go back to that family, but I want something new. I want something fresh, guys. Okay, I wanna spice it, jazz it up. Um, yeah, just for myself, mostly. Anyways, so what else is there to say about this specific lot type? This I had to change all the time. The stuff that also there isn't there like a big sort of package, like a sort of like a moving box if you're moving in debug. Is it from a specific type of pack that I don't own? Because there are so many packs that I obviously don't own and I don't really care to own. But I have to look up what the newest packs are. Maybe I do want to update my register. I wanted to say my list. Because I wanted to put one of those boxes in the truck and I couldn't find it. So it's just random stuff that I felt like were truck approved that I put in the trunk. Yeah, and then I had to change that because I changed the position of the car all the time. And what else is there? Just really the car, the trailer, a couple of random stuff out. Like this telescope, I really felt like needed to go on top. And I did not know what else I could put there, especially what was in the budget, because I was so afraid that I was gonna ruin it. Because I did not play with a character. I've played this. I've literally did the only build mode on this, so I had no character or like no budget that would sort of subtract. Like there's no addition, no subtraction. You guys get it. Like there's no counter. There's no simoleon count at the bottom. So I didn't know how much I used, like how much I wasted, how much I spent on every item. And I was just very scared. So I really tried to make it as cheap as possible and use a lot of debug and a lot of the cheapest options. So yeah. I don't even know if this specific umbrella even works because it's also debug, and I've also come to realize that all the debug lamps don't work. I've tried that during this speed build, and I'm thinking, I feel like there might be a mod available that makes these lamps work. Is there a mod that makes it possible for you, like in The Sims in the game, to only have rain as a season? Like there's only rain. Actually, you can have summer, winter, and fall and all the seasons, but it can only rain. I just want to know because I feel like that would be so dope. I love rain. If anyone knows, let me know. Comment below. What else is there to say? I don't really know. Trying to think if there's anything else that I struggled with. Oh yeah, the door, because I feel like still looking at it, the door might be not the best choice. I don't know, the windows as well. I did what I felt was right. By the way, those little origami folded paper hangers, I've never seen those before. Are they new? There's so many new things that I've clearly missed that I didn't even know about. The new windows at the top, I've never seen those before. there were so many things in Create a Sim when I did the girl that I've made for this challenge, I guess. So many things I've never seen before. Pleasantly surprised. There were actually a lot of things that I clearly didn't have to buy, which I always love because I've spent way too much money on The Sims. I feel like, honestly, I've paid thousands, thousands of euros, a lot of money, pretty much thousands of dollars. Um, and it's too much. That's genuinely too much, which is why I'm always very hesitant to buy new packs because I feel like I don't want to, you know, inflation, guys. Like money doesn't fall from the trees. Like I have to watch my money because I've been big spender, especially since having those cats. Fostering them is really expensive as well. So yeah, or it can be, and in my case, it is. So yeah, really have to watch my money. Thankfully, I am not. I guess I have like a very great network and like support system, so I'm still good. But yeah, obviously, I shouldn't splurge on the Sims. Oh, by the way, we're at the end of the video. Yeah, that's it. Thank you for watching. Love you. Bye.